Hello everybody, Brian York. I'm going to show you today how to take the top end off of a ct70. If you know how to do it, it doesn't take long. Just a few tools, you can have it done pretty quick. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around here and show you how we do it. Hopefully I can get my big fat head out of your way. So, okay. So we'll start off. What I do is I take a piece of wood, just a 2x4, and I stick it underneath the shifter rod over here. And that holds the motor straight. That way it don't tip over or anything like that. Okay. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around. These 3 screws right here, I take those out first. So what I got here is just a ratchet. That gets loosened up. There's a big long rod in here. So we'll take this. What I do is leave it in there just a little bit and then tap it, and boom, that takes your cap off over here on this side. So now we've got the cap off and this here, and there's 2 more screws right here. We're going to see if we can take this impact driver, and we'll see if we can get this out of here. A lot of times I'll do it like this, and if I can't do it, I'll flip it over on its side. Let's just flip this thing over on its side. You can take a piece of wood and make you a frame out of wood to hold this motor. Makes it a little bit easier. But this is the way I do it. I'm old-fashioned. I don't have any fancy tools or anything. Somebody put the wrong screws in here. They put hex screws in there. This is a motor that I had on the shelf. I've been saving for a build for a while. And it's a really nice motor. It's all there. It just needs rebuilt. Okay, so this cover here is broken. So I'm not going to take a whole lot of time, and I've got several of these extras. So we're just going to pop this off here, and I'm just going to throw it in the trash. Anyway, okay, next thing we want to do, oh, by the way, forgot to mention, you want to drain the motor, drain the oil out of it, which I've already done that. These 4 bolts right here, we're going to take these out. Or take the nuts off, I'm sorry. I'm just going to break it loose here. I noticed when I was turning the engine, it felt like it didn't go all the way around, so the piston may be locked up in the cylinder. Well, I guess we'll see. We got these all loose now. Let's go ahead and take these off. What I like to do is either get new hardware, or I'll send this stuff off and probably have it zinc plated. Now, one of these washers is copper, and this is the copper one right here, but it was in the wrong spot. Somebody put it together wrong. But you got to have that copper in there, and it's right here. And it's supposed to take the heat away from the head for the oil. Okay, so there's the cover. That's in good shape. We're going to reuse that. Now, on this side over here, we've got, well, it looks like somebody already took that screw out. There's one right here. Since we already got this cover out, I should be able to get to it pretty easily. And get that out of there. Now, we've got 3 screws right here. And I believe that is a 8 or 9 millimeter. I can't see. That's too small. 9 millimeter. There we go. Now you're going to take these screws out also. Sometimes these can be really tight. Take it loose like that. A little bit of oil in here. That's why I always use these oil absorbing pads right here. That way, if you get any oil on there, it won't get on your counter and get everything all nasty. You get done with your engine, you can just take it up and throw it away. Okay, so we're going to take these 3 screws out, and then we're going to take the gear out. Some people say, oh, you're not going to mark that? No, I don't mark that because I know how to time a motor, so I don't have to mark the chain or anything, where any of that goes. Okay, so we got that out. Now, well, the gasket's usually stuck, but this one here actually came off pretty well. Okay, so there you go. So there's the head. Looks pretty crusty, but we'll take those valves and all this completely out, and we'll vapor blast everything and make sure everything's good in there before we rebuild it. If not, I'll probably just send it off and have somebody else rebuild it for me. But so I don't have time to do that kind of stuff anymore. Pretty busy. Okay, so now you've got there's a roller, chain roller inside here, 10 millimeter. You want to take this off, take the screw out of here. What I do is hold the chain like this, and then get your screwdriver up here in the top, and then you can just pull that roller right out of there. Oops. This roller is supposed to have a groove on it, but it's got a groove inside, so this roller's trash. What a trash can. Okay, so now we've got this bolt out, roller's out, the chain is free right here. Now we want to take I see it'll pull right out. A lot of times it'll pull out. Now if it's stuck, then you got another problem. You got to take that wooden handle and try to free this piston up in here. Try to beat it back. See, this one's going to come out just fine. There's your cylinder. Got a little water in there where I pressure washed it. Got all the gook off of it yesterday. That's okay. I'm going to rebuild it today. So, anyways, now also there is a retainer ring in your clip on your piston that you got to take off, and it's right inside here. You got to take this retainer clip off, and you just grab a hold of a pair of needle nose, and boom, there it is. It's out. Now you don't have to do that on both sides, just on one side. I usually do it on this side, and then you should be able to. Sometimes you have to be careful. Sometimes they don't want to come out and you have to drive them out. But this one looks like it's pretty good shape. Take this off. Take this out. What I do is I reuse these pistons because they're original. It's got a lot of corrosion on top of it. We'll take that and blast it, clean all that, re-ring it, put a new wrist pin in it, new C-clips, and boom. So there you have it. The top end is torn apart, and then if you're just doing the top end, then you take all the gasket areas off and clean them, and then either redo the head yourself, which I could probably show you in another video how to relap the valves. That's probably one of my next videos to do. But anyway, this is how you get the top end apart. I just wanted to show you how to do that. I'm going to go ahead and tear the rest of this motor apart. But wanted to show you all how to do that today. And thanks for watching Yorkie Moto Garage. Please subscribe to my channel and like my videos if you like them. So thank you all much.